What's good, CZ? Oh, I didn't have music playing. I'm weak. Let me play some music. Nah, that's not what I was trying to play. My username is Scuddy Nose. You talking about what you want from the phone. Let's try to do this. I didn't know it didn't work today. I think I'm gonna cook me a little bit of food. I will be back. Appreciate you for the bits, bro. It's buzzing. About to roll some weed. What's that? Okay. What you on, CZ? What you up doing? How you feeling, G? I just made me some cinnamon rolls in the air fryer. I'm rolling up this blunt now. We getting there. In the Scuddy zone. I'm kind of just trying to decide if I'm gonna hop back on the game or if I'm about to do reactions to some shit on Twitter or like YouTube. My headset is charging right now too, so cinnamon roll bussin'. Bussin'. Munchies type shit. Watch a little YouTube. That's me live right now.
Satisfying. I love that. Whoa. Beautiful set, actually. Twins, Nigel. Very nice display tanks on the ends. It's kind of reminding me a little bit of Worldwide Corals, the way they have it set up. So in the front you have the display tank like this, and then behind it you have your beds of tanks. It's kind of a common setup we see from place to place. What isn't common is the number of radions. Like, wow, you guys, this is a Ecotech free, this is some marketing.
Yeah, that is definitely some marketing. We counted, we have over 200 radions in-house, and I think around 150 from the MP40s.
That's a lot, that's a lot of Ecotech.
A lot of.
So you guys either get a crazy deal or you like it.
We like it.
You like it, yeah. And I can see a mix here, just looking at the fans, some Gen 4s, some Gen 5s, maybe even Gen 6s mixed into there. These are separate systems?
Each system has around 5,000 liters, which is, what, 1,200 gallons?
Divide by 3.8, maybe slightly bigger, yeah, 1,500 gallons, that's big.
The whole system itself is 10 meters. The show tank is 1.50 meters wide, 70 high, and I think it was like 1 meter.
10 meters, and this is one continuous tank from front to back.
Correct.
So 10 meters by 3 feet, it's basically, we're looking at just
So
about
the
30
back is
feet.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
30 feet, and it's there's no break, it's just, it goes on. Well, even the width is crazy.
1.50 meters.
1.50 meters, so I think that's over 6 feet, 7 feet wide. But the glass doesn't look that thick. What's this, 12 mil maybe?
Yeah, that should be 12, correct.
Wow. This is, I've always wanted to do one like this, because if you have a good, healthy population of fish, I find they can really help the whole tank. You know, you have I saw a copper band swimming through, or you have tangs and or wrasses and
fish that help to clean the tank basically and poop a lot.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
just incredible. So separated, I guess, by types of coral. This looks like
Yeah,
probably
this is
SPS.
mainly SPS, mainly LPS. Mainly, not completely, but mainly.
And I guess it's a silly question, but you're using probably Nio salt on these
Correct.
ones? Yeah.
Knife salt. And a blend of trace elements that we mix together in just regular food part.
And what are you trying to keep the parameters at in tanks like these?
Alk 8 to 8.5. Calcium 420 to 450, somewhere in between.
Mm-hmm.
Magnesium, the typical 1250 to 1350. Other than that, we try to keep all the trace elements a little bit elevated, but not too crazy.
Okay, so more or less natural seawater.
Yeah, more or less.
Wow, what are you doing here with these Alveopora? Jeez.
And those are frags of frags of frags. So
I don't think I've ever seen tentacles get quite that large. That is incredible. Okay, keeping Goniopora, keeping Alveopora, high flow or low flow?
Alveopora, low flow, Goniopora, high flow.
Interesting. Okay, so different for different species.
Yes.
And then looks like low light, just by
Yeah, it
looking.
is pretty low.
Pretty
over
low.
the course of the day.
Are you feeding them?
No, not directly.
Not directly.
I've never seen any benefit to it, despite a lot of people saying differently.
Wow, that is a very, I think, very controversial opinion.
It is what it is.
But our friend Corey has been working here a year and a half with white corals. Before that, previously 5 years at a very, very well-known, reputable company that's producing. What don't they make? They're doing calcium, alk, mag, amino acids. It's called Fauna Marin. If you haven't heard of
Yeah,
it.
the whole system.
The whole system. So lots of experience. You're running the lab there. Coral growing. Is this a pipe organ?
Yes.
Oh man, my ADHD just kicked in so hard. Look at how nice that is. So long, the tentacles. Like, if you don't know what you're looking at, you might think it's like a green star polyp, but that's just absolutely perfect. Is this open to the public?
No.
Oh, this is.
This
not.
is all just farm, not open.
Farm up here. When it looks good, take it downstairs and sell it.
Correct.
Nice. Look at these montes. I like this. What is going on with these plugs? So what does that M24 mean?
When we frag, that we know when it goes online what was the mother colony. We
Okay.
have a number next to the mother colony, so we keep track because at some point it just got too much for all of us to manage which one was a frag, and sometimes frags just look so similar, but when they grow up, you can tell that it's a different boss.
So it's like a Dewey Decimal System for keeping track of frags.
Correct.
That's smart. The Germans, you know what I noticed by a couple days we're here, we're doing videos, very organized.
That is a trait that people would put on a German.
Yes, very organized. And as someone with like mild OCD, I can really appreciate when things are exactly where they're supposed to be. Yeah, these tanks are really clean too. Someone has the job of, I guess, cleaning the glass on these.
Yeah.
They look pretty good. Good, bad, neutral. What is your opinion on Astrina starfish?
Somewhere neutral, but tendency to bad.
Tendency. Okay, interesting. How come?
I've seen it too often that they attack zoas and even acans. So, of course, there are a lot of different types of them. Usually the larger ones tend to attack. So, I wouldn't recommend having them.
If you can get rid of them, get rid of them.
Correct. For here in the SBS system, it's okay. We have some harlequin in here that keep them at bay, I would say, but not get rid of them.
Oh, what do we have going on under here? Anemones?
Yes, we're started propagating anemones now. The system here, down here, runs counterclockwise, so when the light up here goes off, goes on down here.
We'll switch.
Yeah.
It is very quiet in here.
Yes, that's what I wanted it. It's not as quiet as I would want it, but it's very quiet.
This is the second quietest place I've ever been to. The first one being Tidal Gardens. Have you ever been?
No, exactly.
If you can appreciate quiet, if you're about noise reduction, he has an obsession.
Yeah,
It is.
I saw even.
He talking about title or something.
What do we have going? What is going on? Reef Fan March here, Fragbox TV with
Dude, that's some crazy.
What is going on? Reef Fan March here, Fragbox TV with
Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole
what is going on? Bunched in.
all bunched in so many different species all together.
That's the nice thing about zoas. They're not going to hurt each other, and they occur like this naturally in the wild. They make these really funky patterns. Now, how is it that I'm able to pick corals and bring them back to Canada? We have an import permit, and we need to follow very closely something called CITES, the Convention of Endangered Trade. Convention of International Trade of Endangered Species. So on that, will show us how many different species we're allowed to export, because it's very controlled. So it'll say 10, glabarensis, Euphilia glabarensis. So it means I can take 10 torch corals. So I'll spend time looking through these, and look at how many. There's just so much to look here. It takes time to go through, and I can't say enough thanks to everyone out there who watches these videos, who comments below, gives us a thumbs up, because I wouldn't
That shit colorful as hell.
something, my squirrel brain stops me in my tracks, and I'm unable to finish my sentence. So for acropore, we're actually going to go somewhere else, because theirs I found are just the selection and the health. And there it is again. Oh, fart. Oh my god, I got to come to that side. Incredible. But when it comes to flower pot, when it comes to Ganipora, this is it, guys. This is one of the best out there. This is very typical here. Sumps underground. So they have very deep. It's probably 8 feet or more.
Okay, one more.
What happened?
I just got an online offer to sell this mom van to...
A lot more popular, at least where we live in Toronto. This is what people want, is the branching type, like those ones over there. Let me jump over on that side in a second. I just want to show you the bubble coral. Why is the Latin name escaping me? Cinerina Plagoria. I don't know what's... Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm jet lagged. That's what's wrong with me. And I'll show you one more shot of how basic and simple the setup. It's just water coming down. Sometimes it'll go through some filter floss. That's tons of live rock in there, the basis of your filtration, and then it just comes on back up and it just keeps on doing that. There's no Neptune, there's no Apex, there's no hydros, there's no dosers, no alkalinity, calcium, no CO2 reactors, there's no refugium, you name it, all those things that we use, there's nothing. It's just lots of live rock and lots of water turnover. And look at these, just incredible. And these are all farmed. These guys actually farming these out in the ocean, often on racks that look very similar to this, but tied down with weights. And we visited some of them last year. We did some snorkeling. We got to pick out some of the acro and actually glue them down. That was a really fun video. You want to go back and watch that one. We're not going to do that this time. We're going to go over to a different island, do some diving. I'm going to take you underwater, hopefully with my GoPro, and go see where these things are actually naturally occurring, because this is not it. They're not naturally found in glass. Look at this. Very, very rudimentary. It's not even polished. If you lean against it, ow, you're gonna cut yourself. Incredible, incredible pieces. Okay, we're gonna get to picking. Okay, some beautiful, really, really beautiful flower pot corals. This one I just touched, and then I thought we should record this, but this is a nice, like a teal-colored Alveopora. So, why am I picking that one in particular? I'm looking for a couple things. I'm looking for, first and foremost, health. It's no good to me if the coral is super colorful but not healthy. So I want to see full of polyp extension. Like this one over here, really, really colorful, but I don't like that half of it is sort of receding already. So it's really of no value to me unless it's healthy. Second, I'm looking for color. After health, I'm after color, because size is important too. Like, I'm gonna take this one for sure, because this meets all three of my criteria. It has health, the polyps are out, it looks beautiful. It has color. It's like a deep purple with pink polyps, and it's really the only one in this entire tank that looks like that. And it has size. So I can offer it as a colony. We can cut it into smaller pieces. We can share it. I can keep a piece at home. So like, these are really nice too. I'm seeing healthy ones. I'm seeing colorful ones, but they're just a little bit too small for us to make anything on them. So I do this because I love it. You know, it's a hobby and a passion. It is also a business. So I'm definitely gonna take this one here. And picking them is as easy as just walking around and grabbing them. There are a bunch that I can't take. People already have stuff that's already sold, so they'll kind of tell you that. Don't touch that, don't touch that. Look at this one. Incredible. Now I kind of close it a bit, but I'm taking those ones for sure, and this is really nice here. I was just giving Torch a bad rap. Look at how beautiful the color is, and you're getting 2 on 1. And the health is just perfect. Is it going to show up healthy? I don't know. I hope so. Let's do a little quick.
They're so fat.
Yeah, they're chunky. I think I see a little flatworm maybe on one. I see 2 Euphilia eating flatworms right here on the base. And they're super, super common. They're in the wild. They're here in the facility. A quick dip with 2 little fishies revive, and they're done. They don't stand a chance. So this is one coral I feel super confident buying with a pest. I'll do that with zoanthids. If I see zoanthid eating nudie branch, no problem. I know how to handle them. I would never buy a Montipora if I saw Monty with Monty eating nudies. That thing is such a pain in the... Just forget it. It's not almost... It'd have to be so spectacular for me to take it home. I see this is really nice too. Now, the lights are just blue. I should have brought my orange glasses with me walking through. But blue flower pot, it's valuable, it's beautiful. It's just one solid color, but I still, for the size and health, it's getting a little bit of direct flow from here. I suspect that's why it's closed. But I'm gonna take this one. My CITES calls for 20, so it means I have to maximize that many on my permit. If it has 20, you never want to really take less than what you're allowed, if that makes sense. I wouldn't take 5, because then I'm missing out on 15 corals that I could have had. So you got to follow the CITES, you got to follow the rules, and those will dictate which ones I can pick. If it doesn't have acans on it on this time, it means I'm not picking acans. I'll wait for CITES, and that is what's controlling. That's the governing body which allows us to sustainably harvest them, grow them, collect them, and trade them. Beautiful torch coral. This is real deal gold, you know. There's probably some name, probably tiger banana fart, if that's what you want to call it. I can't. I'm trying my best to keep up with the names of torches. I find that they vary too much. So, like, show those gold ones over there. We have our cameraman lizard baby right now.
Camera woman.
Sorry, camera woman.
Yeah.
So nice, but very, very, you know, is that a tiger torch? Actually, that's really nice right there with the green in the center. This one here, look how nice this is. They're all beautiful. Just when you're looking at buying something like this, don't get too caught up with the name. Just buy the one that you think looks nice. We just picked a couple of nice mushrooms. I'll show you guys what I'm bringing home. Is that nice? Never seen those before. This one, I want to bring it with me. I'm just a little bit nervous. It's not 100% healthy. It is a tiny bit bleached. So sometimes when they're a little bleached, they'll show off a very cool sort of stress color. I don't like that the mouth is pinching. I don't like that I don't see the mantle all the way around. So even though it's a spectacular piece, I'm gonna leave this one behind, unfortunately, but at least we got to record it so that you guys could see the one that never happened, because it might not survive shipping. And that's again why I'm looking for the healthiest ones, because we do have to ship them back to us, and it is quite a journey. Now these are mushroom corals. They usually ship really, really well, but sometimes we'll get a bag and all it will have in it is the rock on the bottom. That's it. I gotta take this one too because it's just spectacular. And these are ones that I'm probably gonna add to our farm. So I don't just bring them back with the hopes of selling them, because I know they're gonna sell. They're remarkable. I've never seen them, which means there's a good chance they're gonna sell right away. I wanna cultivate them so that we can sell more than just once and keep growing it, keep fragging it, and then everyone can have a piece. Oh man, this one too. I'm really drawn to these. They almost look like Yumas or Rhodactis, but they're not. They're Discosomas. So even though it's really small, and I said I'm looking for health, size, and color, I'll make an exception for spectacular pieces like that. I gotta take both of those
What
with
about
me.
that spotted one there? Right?
This?
No, yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too. One more we're gonna add to the collection.
That's really cool.
Okay, let's do one nice top-down shot so we can see what they look like before we left. Thank you very much. That's incredible. I keep coming back to this section of flower pot. Just the craziest varieties.